Hi guys, welcome to this new episode. We're gonna be playing with Carlos Corberan, as you can see here as a coach, and we are back with the squad with Valencia Football Club. This is gonna be the rebuild of Valencia Football Club. As you can see here, this is our current squad with incredible players such as Hugo Duro, Pepe Lu, Gaia, Billy, who's actually leaving for next season against Liverpool. I don't know if we are actually developed that signing, but if not, I'm gonna sell him next season. We have a pretty average squad, and considering Valencia have been able to qualify for the Champions League and compete for it in their history, I want to be able to transform this team into the incredible team that it can actually be. With this, let's go. The first performance and the first signings are going to come for Valencia. Okay, so I noticed there is a problem within the Valencia Football Club is that many of the top 11 starting 11 are loaned out players. So because of it, I made my very first signing with a player who's currently at Valencia loaned out, Ivan Jaime, a good type of signing in my opinion because he's a youngster. He's 24 years old. He has a lot of potential. I feel like it's an insanely good signing. For our second signing is going to be a free agent, Israel Reyes, a 24-year-old center back who can allow us to transform our defense. The first one. Another signing, again a free agent, Diego Lainez. This is a top tier right winger which will allow us to increase our squad depth for the attack. An incredible top signing, one of the biggest youngsters, which was regarded as one of the highest prospects in football a couple of years ago. Here we go, Ansu Fati joins Valencia Football Club, reinforcing our squad depth for the attack. A great youngster who will allow us to increase within the left winger. Ansu Fati, welcome to Valencia. Of course, we're going to be seeking to get towards your potential. Let's go. Okay, I think it's probably going to be our last signing, Joan Garcia, the goalkeeper from, I don't remember from where, but it's from a La Liga team, a great goalkeeper, 23 of age and 79 rated. I'm buying this goalkeeper mainly to be able to have a good goalkeeper in the bench, but also to have a good goalkeeper for the next season. Considering Mamartashvili is going to leave to Liverpool next season, this is a squad a signing for the future. With this, let's see how we do. With this, we have completed all the signings for the very first season. The first one was, of course, Jaime, Ansu Fati, the legend of Barcelona, Joan Garcia, again great for squad depth, Israel Reyes, again great for squad depth, Gallardo, Rodriguez, and Diego Lainez. Many of them being free agents, just honestly because I feel like Valencia don't have the means to be able to buy constantly players, so I feel like it's a good deal for most of them. Then if we go directly into the squad, this would be our current starting 11 for the season, which would be here ensuring, just let me change this one, I think Diakavi for as a starter. This would be Mamartashvili, who you need to consider is the last season at Valencia because he's going to Liverpool. Mosquera, Diakavi, Gaia, Correa again on loan. Pepe Lu, Almeida. I feel like we have an incredibly young squad, having a lot of rotation within the bench. Of course, having players such as Joan Garcia, Reyes, Gallardo, Rodriguez, many of them who are new signings, but still having a lot of squad depth for the season. I feel like it's a really good balanced squad. Again, for the first season, I feel like it's good enough. We shall see how it goes in the first season. Let's simulate it and see how we do. Hey guys, we have finally simulated the first season. Let's see how we actually perform. First and foremost, we're going to be checking the league, where we ended up being 4th in the league. I think it's a pretty good result considering the team that we had. We only ended up behind Real Madrid, Atletico, and Barca. I feel like it's a really good top performance for the first season. Now let's check the Copa de España, which we beat Valladolid, then Granada, then Girona. We're going to be facing Atletico Madrid, and we ended up winning our first trophy in the very first season, Copa de España. Welcome, our very first trophy with Valencia in the very first season with very mild signings. Again, we weren't in any of the European Cups, but I'm still going to be checking. Apparently, Juve and PSG, okay, pretty good. Olympiacos, Real Sociedad reached the final though, okay, not bad. And then if we check, just out of pure curiosity, If we check the actual top goal scorers, yeah, none of our team were actually there. So let's see how they actually performed. Sadly, this is going to be the last season with Mamardishvili, so it's pretty sad result considering he's 88th rated. Here we go. Hugo Duro, of course, dominating the sidelines as a striker. Then Lopez, okay, pretty good. This was one of the revelations with 18 and 4. Ansu Fati, of course, incredible performance. Pepelu, Jaime, and Gaia. Okay, if we check on assist, of course, there's also Almeida that is joining, Lopez, and other ones. A pretty good performance, in my opinion. I feel like it couldn't have been better considering the team that we had, but I'm worried about the next season. We're going to be losing Mamartashvili, but of course there was some growth. Gaia performing, Correa, Mosquera. Uh, uh, in the attack, the growth wasn't incredible, but it was a couple of levels, not anything surprisingly. And of course, Garcia will be your top goalkeeper for next season. With this, let's go for the next season. For our very first signing in the second season, it's a key star, an ex-player from La Liga, a player who didn't seem to match up to the potential and who couldn't actually perform at Chelsea Football Club, now starting with AC Milan, but has joined now Valencia. There we go. Joao Felix, welcome to Valencia Football Club. He will be a complete starter, a great signing in my opinion, who will transform this team into a completely new level in the attack. I feel like it's a key signing for our season and for what we're going to be able to accomplish. With this, let's go. Our very first signing, a legend of the game. For the second signing, it's going to be a center back. We were seeking one that was actually incredible to replace the Acaviete, which I actually sold. An incredible player, a Spanish center back. I think it's quite a realistic signing with Vivian. Vivian is an incredible player, a center back that's 84th rated, 26 years old, an incredible signing for the second season, which will help our defense massively. With this, we're going to go to see if we're able to perform any other types of signings. Our third signing is Sivero, a goalkeeper that will be for the bench. Great addition to the squad. Just 77 rated, 78 rated. I think it's quite a good addition in terms of rotation. With this, we have completed all the signings for the second season. This is taking a bit longer than I thought, but first and foremost, yeah, we didn't sign Kepa. This is just a transfer that was rejected, but we signed 4 different players, which I think were incredible signings, all of them to be able to improve our squad. First, Joao Felix, Daniel Bibian, two players that are going to be starters without a shadow of doubt, and I feel like they will completely transform our team. Then, of course, incorporating Antonio Silvera for a rotation as a goalkeeper. The same with Javier Puado, which allows us to have a bit more rotation in the squad. With this, we go in directly into our squad that we're going to have for the following season, which is the following. I still have not made the current changes, but of course it would be with the incredible squad, adding players such as this and having an incredibly complete different squad as the one we are seeing below. Having Joao Felix as a cam, of course having Lainez, Fati, and everyone higher rated than 80 except for Guerra and Lainez, which I think they will increase in the following season, and having quite a good rotation with quite younger players, because I feel like we don't have anyone that is older than 30, allowing for us to go into multiple seasons and compete for multiple trophies. With this, let's simulate the second season. Let's see how we after do. Simulating the entire season, let's see how we actually perform in terms of all the performances. We ended up being 4th in the La Liga. We actually didn't improve at all. I mean, it's understandable. It's a really tricky situation to pass the top 3. It's okay. I feel like it's decent. If we go into the Super Cup, we actually lost against Barcelona in the Copa de España, which we won last time. Let's see how we did. We lost against Racing de Ferrol, bro. Come on. Athletic Bilbao winning it. Then if we go directly into the Conference League, which we were actually in, we ended up, or we were in the Europa League, I think. No? Maybe? I don't know. I'm confused. Were we? Or, what? I don't see us in any of the competitions. Were we not in it? Because I remember being fourth. Fourth means we qualify for the Europa League, no? I don't know. Maybe in the Champions League? I'm confused. Oh, okay, we were in the Champions League. Sorry, I got confused. We ended up being 14, which means, in my opinion, I think we passed into the next round, no? From what I understand. Okay, we actually went into the playoffs and we lost against Wolfsburg. Come on. We should win against Wolfsburg, but okay. And the final is Bayern against PSG. Not an incredible performance. It's even worse than last season, but I feel like this is a grind. It's not an easy start, and I feel like we shall see how it goes. I mean, also we got an injury by John Garcia, which makes sense, and I'm so glad we actually bought Antonio Silvera, which actually came in clutch for the rest of the season. We didn't perform in the Champions League, but it's okay. The top goal scorer was Pepelu. What? What happened? Pepelu doing incredible things, Joao Felix, and Hugo Duro performing so poorly. This is one of the worst performing seasons. That's horrible for a striker. Those are numbers from a midfielder, honestly. Then we go Jaime doing okay, Diego Lopez, okay, Lainez has fallen off, Ansu Fati doing okay numbers, but not incredible. And yeah, which means, in my opinion, we should go for a striker for the next season. Because Hugo Duro is not it, bro. Like, he does not perform in the level that I thought. Vivian has increased a ton. 87th rated, Gaia 84th. Insane results. We have some top tier performances, in my opinion. A great squad. I feel like we can compete in the Champions League. We just need to make really proper signings, and we shall see how it goes for the third season. Let's go. Our very first signing for the third season is Emil Smith-Rowe. This is to replace Almeida because he wanted to leave the club. A great incorporation, a great rotation player for the camp position. Our star signing for the third season is going to be Benjamin Sesko from Bayer Leverkusen, the top rated striker who's 23 years old, 86 rated, a great striker. I feel like Hugo Duro just did not perform last season, and because of it, I needed a top legend of a striker that would transform this team. I hope with Sesko we are able to do that. Sesko is an incredibly consistent player who will transform this team. I feel like it's a great signing for a position in Valencia, and it's also quite a realistic signing. I feel like Sesko would go to a better club, going from Leverkusen. So I think it's quite a good transfer window so far. Let's see how it goes. So replacement for Diego Lainez. Here we go, the legend, the star actually from Manchester United. Amad Diallo joins Valencia Football Club as a rotation, but he can also be a starter if he performs. A great signing for the third season. Here we go. These are the top three signings that we actually developed. Of course, with the sale of Almeida, a bench player, we replaced it with Emil Smith-Rowe. We ended up signing Benjamin Sesko and Amad Diallo. Three key signings towards our squad, which I think will bring a lot of squad depth in our squad. As you can see here, Sesko would be a starter. Amad Diallo, it depends on him, because Ansu Fati might start over him, but still a great signing regardless. Still with Joao Felix, having Pepelu, of course, being the star of the team. Vivian, Gaia, Garcia, great rotation with Smith-Rowe and Hugo Duro in the bench. I feel like it's an incredibly top tier team. I don't know if it's ready for the Champions League, but I feel like it's ready to win some trophies and at least keep on increasing and improving. With this, let's simulate the season and see how it goes. After simulating the third season, let's see how we actually performed. First and foremost, in La Liga, we actually won La Liga, our very first trophy in the tournament, only losing 4 games, almost 100 points, dominating the league, beating the Atletico Madrid of Diego Lainez, and Real Madrid doing pretty low. Like, they're, if I'm not mistaken, they're gonna be in the Europa League. That's insane for them. Crazy. Then if we check the Copa de España, we actually won the double. We won against Barcelona. Crazy. We have won the double. We have won the two domestic trophies. Nice. And then if we check, if I'm not mistaken, we were in the I think we weren't in this, no? Then if we check the Champions League, let's see how we actually perform. We ended up being 10th, okay, pretty good. And then passing through the playoffs, which means this is the most we haven't done so far. If we check this one, let's see, we actually lost against Inter, bro. Against Inter. Okay, Inter is a tough team. I get it. I get why we were eliminated. And again, Inter were able to pass through Bayern Munich and they're in the final. Okay, they could easily win the Champions League. So yeah, it's an incredible feature. Just to have reached here, I feel like it's incredible. Winning two trophies. I mean, there's a reason for them. The top tier signings that we actually developed were amazing. In the end, Sesko was the fourth top goal scorer, but having the same goals as Lewandowski and Vinicius. Crazy. Crazy performance, honestly. I feel like it's an incredibly position to be in. We are just missing the Champions League, and of course, Benjamin Sesko came in and performed. He was the missing piece that we needed, scoring 35 goals. Joao Felix having an incredible season, 34 and 12. Amad Diallo putting in the numbers again, doing insane things. Fati doing pretty well. Pepe Lu, Rodriguez, okay, not bad. And if we check the assist, of course, is Amad, Felix, and Pepe Lu dominating. An insane result, insane season, really good result. And if you see here, bro, Guerra just didn't stop. He stopped growing. I need to get a better player for him for sure. But in the end, we have a lot of increase though. The center backs doing incredible things. Garcia improving a lot. Pepe Lu, Amad Diallo, Lopez. We have an incredible growth, in my opinion. With the bench, not so much, but still a really good growth in general. The only replacement we need to find is for a center mid, but otherwise, we're an incredible feature for the next season. Season 4, let's see how it goes. Our first signing for the fourth season is Fermin Lopez because I wanted to still be making like realistic, kind of realistic signings. This is a player who was actually not longer with Barcelona. He's at Real Sociedad. I would imagine he would prefer to go to Valencia, who is actually measuring up and he's actually performing for different types of trophies. So I feel like it's still a realistic signing, even though what is being considered. And because of it, I didn't want to sign like top rated legends who are starters in an incredible team, right? So I feel like Fermin Lopez is a realistic signing, a good signing for the fourth season. With this, a good start. Our second signing is going to be a right back to incorporate to a starting 11. Here we go, Pedro Porro for a right back position. A great signing, 86 rated from Spurs, Tottenham. I feel like it's still quite a realistic signing because his contract was expiring. Of course, at Tottenham, he didn't win a single trophy. He speaks Spanish, I think. So I feel like it's still quite a realistic signing, in my opinion. It's not something that would be generalized for him, but I think it's a quite a realistic signing considering the circumstances that we just won La Liga and Copa del Rey. With this, our two key signings were Fermin Lopez and of course Pedro Porro. With this, I feel like both of those signings are incredible incorporations towards our squad for us to be able to perform even better than we were last season. With this, we're going to be reinforcing every single part of our squad, having Pedro Porro 86 rated and Fermin Lopez for 85th rated. With this, everyone is higher rated than 85 except for Mosquera, which will eventually reach it. With this, let's simulate the season. For the fourth season, let's see how it goes. Okay, after finishing the fourth season, let's see how we actually performed. We ended up being first in the league again, dominating, just losing two games, having an even greater performance than last season. Nice. If we check the Super Cup, we actually won it. Nice, another dub. Then if we check the Copa de España, we ended up beating Las Palmas, Sociedad, Mallorca, and ended up winning the Copa de España, winning the domestic treble. Crazy. And now it's just the Champions League, which as you can see here, we ended up being fourth, great position to be in. That means we go directly into the round of 16 and eliminating Borussia Dortmund, then losing to Leipzig, bro. How can we lose to Leipzig? Crazy. Leipzig are in the final, not performing that well. I mean, still winning the domestic treble. Don't get me wrong, that's insane. Sesko, the top goal scorer, of course, having an incredibly season. But let's check out the stats to see how we actually perform. In terms of the goals, Sesko scoring 44 goals, 4 assists, and of course Amad Diallo, Pepelu, Felix doing amazing things. Honestly, Joao Felix has been underwhelming to say the least. He has not performed in the ways I expected him to, but it's okay. I feel like we'll see. Maybe next season I can buy a replacement for him, and of course Pepelu, Diallo, and Felix doing amazing things. With this, if we check the actual current squad that we are facing, this is the current one. Sesco is already 90 rated, crazy. Amad Diallo, Lopez doing pretty good. Fermin grew quite a bit, and the same with Pedro Porro. He even grew a bit. I feel like we do have a squad to win the Champions League, honestly. Like wholeheartedly, even our bench is quite great. Like every single bench player is higher rated than 80. Every single player here is higher rated than 85. Like, come on, we need to be winning trophies next season. I don't even know who else to sign, but sure, let's go for the fifth season. For fifth season, we have signed a replacement for Ansu Fati because Ansu Fati is not performing that well last season. So of course, it's a player who can dribble, can move out of the way, can put in the positioning. It's Jeremy Doku, 86 rated. I feel like it's still quite a realistic signing. He's not a starter at Man City, and he wants to put in a performance for a top tier team such as Valencia, who have won previously the domestic treble. Just in the hopes of winning the Champions League, great signing, Jeremy Doku. Welcome to Valencia. For a second signing of the season, it's a left back. Just because guy is getting old, we don't have a rotation player. Welcome, Fran Garcia. With this, we finish up what is going to be the fifth season, hopefully the last for the hopes of getting the Champions League. A great signing, great addition towards the squad, I feel like. But first and foremost, let's check the actual transfers which we actually developed. First and foremost, checking here. Of course, it was Jeremy Doku and Fran Garcia. Great rotation, great players, and still, I feel like quite realistic signings for them. If not, also we can also check in this performance the players which would join our positions, which would be Fran Garcia here, of course, and having another player such as Jeremy Doku for rotation and Lopez for the bench, as well as Ansu Fati. With this, let's welcome the season and we'll see how it goes. Okay, guys, for the fifth season, here we go. We have simulating for the fifth season. Let's see how we actually performed. First and foremost, we ended up Barca being seven. This is crazy. We ended up in the top three. Let's see how we did. Madrid third, and we ended up losing the Liga. Ended up second. Losing by 1 point, crazy. Honestly, barely being able to lose it. In the Super Cup, we won it against Barca. Okay, at least one trophy. Copa de España, we lost it, okay, losing to Atletico Madrid. Then we go into the Champions League, which we're going to be checking first La Liga. We ended up passing through easily, so we ended up going into the round of 16, where we beat Bayern Munich. Then we beat our Red Bull Leipzig, which is the actual current winner of the Champions League, which is crazy. Then we ended up beating Leverkusen, which is the sub-champion. They were in the finals last year. And of course, we're going to be facing AC Milan. Crazy run. Finally, we're going to be able to perform in the Champions League. It's an insane. Let's see how we did. First and foremost, I want to see who was the top goal scorer. Apparently, Sesko was not even close, neither with the assist. But then if we check La Liga. I just want to see like if they were top goal scorers for anything. Benjamin Sesko, of course, it was the top goal scorer. And then if we check directly the stats which we were facing for the season, let's see how we did. First and foremost, the goals, Sesko dominating 36 goals, 4 assists. He's probably going to be the Ballon d'Or if we win the Champions League. Amad Diallo doing amazing numbers. Pepelu, of course, always doing coming in clutch. Felix doing pretty good, Doku doing all right, even Pedro Porro doing amazing numbers with 7 goals, 2 assists. It's crazy, honestly. But yeah, Doku doing okay, but not amazing. And of course, in the assist department, Amad Diallo, Pepelu, and Doku. Not bad. And considering we have this for the starting 11 for the Champions League, it's quite good. Having almost everyone higher rated than 80, everyone higher rated than 85 because I have here Fran Garcia, and many of them which are higher rated than 90, which is crazy. With this, let's go into the final of the Champions League. It's going to be 5 seasons. Finally, the final in the Champions League in the Wembley Stadium, Valencia Football Club. Let's go. Incredible, a really difficult performance, having to do 5 seasons, measuring up, doing a lot of challenges, a lot of changes towards the squad, and we finally are facing in the final of the Champions League. Let's go. After winning 2 La Liga trophies, 2 Copa de Españas, a couple Super Cups, crazy. Finally being in the Champions League is surreal. Hopefully we can live up to the expectations. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Pero Porro passes it back to Amad Diallo. Sesko doesn't take it for granted. He goes directly and scores a banger for the first couple of minutes. It didn't take him 5 to just score the first banger. Benjamin Sesko scoring in the final of the Champions League against AC Milan. Let's go. Benjamin Sesko, you are a legend. 9 goals in 15 matches. He was the best signing I could have made. And I feel like doing the challenge of signing realistic signings was one of the best decisions I made. Because I feel like even if they had unlimited money and if they won multiple trophies, I feel like people would be, like players would still be skeptical to go to Valencia, you know? So it's quite nice to be able to buy players who are kind of underrated and perform with them. Joga bonito. Sesko scores another banger, the second one in 21st minute. A great movement by Pepelu, the 91 rated, makes the incredible assist to Benjamin Sesko. Just look at this. I don't know if it's going to show. No, only the Sesko shoot, but really good shooting, bro. Crazy, really good. He deserves everything. Here we go. Pepelu with an incredible dribbling, putting the defender to the floor. Sesko scores the second one. Nice. Let's go. Felix. Oh, too much, bro. Too much. Yeah, too much. That was a horrible tackle. A horrible tackle. He shouldn't have done that, Doku. Come on, a yellow. That's a yellow, bro. For sure that. A red! What are you doing, referee? Bro, how was that a red? That was not a red, bro. He touched the ball. Come on. Gaia is now the captain. Gaia is now leading the front lines. There we go. Great pass, and it's a goal. Great pass. Great assist by Gaia, the legend from Valencia. Come on. An incredible legend. He just went in, took the captain's armband, and made an incredible assist. Great center, which led directly into the hands of Diego Lopez, the sub who also came in last minute. A great movement, great goal. Honestly, not a great save by Magmainan, but still great goal. There we go. 3-0, dominating Milan, and still with a red card. Great opportunity. Could come in clutch. There we go. Side Emery. Milan Bao. There we go. Great shot, and it's a goal. It's a goal. It's a dub. They are pissed. They want to go back. Santi Jimenez scores the first one for AC Milan. 3-1. Nice. It is what it is. We need to come back. Sesko with another opportunity. He still makes the dribble. He still makes the movement. He still continues. He makes the shot and doesn't go in. Could still. Oh, come on. That's the back. There we go, Gaia. No, it wasn't to him. It wasn't to him. Come on, put in pressure. Put in pressure. Another opportunity. Colombo makes the shot. Stopped by the goalkeeper. Great save. And still, that becomes the end for Valencia's journey. Great movement, great matchup. Honestly, one of my favorite challenges we have done so far, rebuilding Valencia, an incredibly tough challenge. Here we go, Gaia is about to lift the cup. The legend from Valencia coming in, and of course being able to lift as a club captain. One of the greatest for rebuilding Valencia, Gaia lifts it up and becomes the world's best club in the entire world. Insane. Valencia Football Club Champions League winners. Insane. Really good performance, really good matchup in the end, leading to us winning everything. With this, I'll finish the rebuilding from Valencia Football Club. If you like it, like and subscribe. And if you have any other suggestions for different types of of comments. This rebuilding was actually proposed by a subscriber. So if you have any ideas, any challenges, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.